Greetings, favored ones. Hello, hello. Good to be with all of you today on this morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching your midweek moment. I forgot to make a help. Midweek moment. See that? MWM. It's your midweek moment. I've been doing these since mid-November, I think just as a way to touch base in the middle of the week. Even when this pandemic umbrella lifts all the way, I'll still probably do these because I think it's a nice way for us to stay in touch. And I can encourage you along. Yes, you are blessed. Yes, Jesus died for you. And yes, you're a flower blossoming in God's great creation, whether you're a man or a woman. So happy midweek moment as we conclude this month of April. Blessings abound. Namaste. Easter joy. We're still in the Easter season. And today I just want to touch base on birthdays. Yes, you heard me right. Birthdays. Birthdays. When is your birthday? And do we know about it at the church? As it says in the book of first parentheses, thou shalt not hide thy birthday from thy pastor, because thy pastor will find out. I'm eventually going to get to the point where I take my list directory and compare it to the year-long list of birthdays that I do receive every month. And then I'm going to find those of you who are missing and get your birthday. I'm being serious. I love to celebrate your birthday. I love to send you a card. I'm a card sender, if you didn't know that already. I imagine that you did. And I would love nothing more than to put a birthday card in the mail to you, to honor you, and to lift you up before the congregation on the Sunday, typically the Sunday before your birthday. If you don't want that, if you want to let me send you a card and say a prayer for you, but you don't want your birthday announced, I will respect that. Let me repeat. If we don't have your birthday and you're willing to give it to me and don't want it announced, I will not announce it. I will not joke with it. I will obey. I will follow your guideline, but I would personally like to pray for you and send you a birthday card. So I want those names. And both Sheila at Faith Lutheran and MJ at St. Andrews send me a monthly list of the birthdays that we have. Now, I don't really, and we don't really necessarily have to have the year. If you don't want that, we never publish years. But in the newsletter, typically it'll say a list of those who have birthdays in the coming month. It just gives the month and the day. There's no years there. And in the same way, your wedding anniversary, we like to know so that we can also honor you on anniversary dates, as you have seen me do at church already. So your birthday is a very special day. And you may be fussy and you may be saying, now, Pastor Doug, it's not a special day. I do not like getting older. I do not want my birthday recognized, and I am not telling you when it is. Well, I can't control that. I don't agree with it, but I understand that's your feelings. But you're never going to be this young again. You are never going to be this young again. And your birthday, even if it's got bad memories for you or issues around it, it's still your birthday. It is the day God birthed you into the world. It is like a mini Christmas, right? A mini Christmas Eve where we celebrate the birth of Christ. And in some churches and in some children's sermons, there are actually birthday songs sung to the Lord and cakes and so forth. But this is your birthday, your special day when God created you and brought you into the world. And I want to honor your birthday. I want your birth. If we do not have yours, or if you're not sure, please either let me know or let MJ or Sheila know so that we can add you to the list. We don't publish the year, but I do want to know the month and the day to boost up. I don't think we have certainly in regard to faith. I don't think we have very good records, or we have good records. We just don't have it all compiled, or we don't have all of the members having given us their birthday. I want to know, and I would love it if you would share that. Your birthday is special, and I'm going to invite you, and I will tell you that in person, as I've done already. I've even done this publicly, I think. Imagine that. But your birthday, if you work, if you have an obligation, I will urge you to take that day off. I will urge you to take your birthday off. Many of you, when I say that to you, ignore me and are determined that's not going to happen, or there's an excuse. I've got some days off coming up next month, next year, whatever. I don't care about anything but you. And your birthday is a day you should take off of work if you have work. Or you should get out of the house if you have a normal routine. I know we've all been on more or less a lockdown, but you have this beautiful day to go celebrate you in whatever ways you want. Even in the midst of the pandemic, you can drive through and get some ice cream at Dairy Queen and then go back home. You can go into a bookstore. You can go to the library. You can do all these things safely. But what is it that you would love to do most on your birthday? And I urge you to take that day off. If you work, take that day off. Why? Because when you die, your company will replace you within a few weeks, a few months of your death. The company doesn't care in particular about your birthday. Only you care about your birthday, I hope, and I care, and others, of course, in your family and friends and cousins and so forth. But it's about celebrating you, that you're worth it, and this is your birthday. Not to lament getting older, not to feel sorry because family's not around or whatever it is. We toss all that out, and between you and God, it's a day to celebrate you. A day to celebrate you. What would you like to do on your birthday? By all means, go do that, whatever that is, because you're important. You are important. The birthday celebration, the song came out in the mid-19th century. Did you know that the Happy Birthday song, according to the Guinness Book of World Records in 1998, the Happy Birthday song evolved in the mid-19th century. In 1998, Guinness Book of World Records, it was named the most recognizable song in all of our country, and perhaps all in the world. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday your name, happy birthday to you. And then there's all those add-ons, which I went and did a deep dive on. When you sing the happy birthday song, or it's being sung to you, you can say, let's see, where'd I write that? So you sing happy birthday to you, and you put the name happy birthday to you, and then you say, and many more on channel 4, or Scooby-Doo on channel 2 is another way to end that, or a big fat lady on channel 80. I'm not sure about that, but I would like you to honor your birthday when it comes up. I would like you to know that you are honored by me and by the church, and I would like you very much to give me your birth date if we don't already have it. The way you know, one way or the other, is, has it, in this almost a year that I've been here, have you gotten a birthday card? Have I announced it at church? Now, again, if you don't want me to, I won't. I'm not joking about that. And I wouldn't joke about it. As I did this past Sunday, it was somebody's birthday at Faith. And I said, now, is it okay with, publicly, I said, is it okay with you if I announce your birthday? That was to Becky Allball. And Becky, I apologize. But I wouldn't do it if you didn't want to. I would just love to pray for you and send you a card. And I'd like it to be on the newsletter list so other people might send a card. And to all of you who are card senders, find the birthday list and make that a regular part of your routine to honor one another by sending a birthday card. Because it's about life, right? It's about enjoying yourself. It's about believing in yourself. It's about celebrating yourself, right? And in the Gospel of John, chapter 10, Jesus says, I have come that you might have life and have it abundantly. I came, said Jesus, in the Gospel of John 10:10, Jesus says, I came that you might have life and have it to the full. Full life is taking time out to honor your birthday because God honors you. And let me just say that part of honoring you is to treat yourself well, right? Taking your birthday, or listen, if you are stressed out and worried about our country, about the pandemic, about violence, whatever it is, and you work and you need a timeout, by all means, take it. I am acquainted with a friend, a lady friend, by the way, who has like 5 weeks of saved vacation that has not been used. She's been at her company for over 30 years. You know what? If you don't use it, you're going to lose it, right? And the Lord modeled for us. Listen, Jesus modeled timeouts for us, right? He took 40 days several times in the Bible to go away and rest. You, friend, and me may have one day, your birthday, and then of course your vacation days, off and away and unplug and go south. I know many of you are on vacation or have them coming up, and I celebrate that because I celebrate you. So this afternoon, I just completed the service of remembrance, the celebration of life for Diana K. Hunter. Diana is Amanda Hunter's mother and Heather Hunter's mother from St. Andrews. Had the funeral service this afternoon. I reminded everybody about our lives. See, here's my gravestone. Okay, picture your own, your name, your birth date. Look at that, November 4th. This November 4th, you will not find me during the day. I will have my phone, but I'll keep it off. I may check it a time or two, but I'll be gone. I will go do some things that Doug likes to do. I may go out of town. I may go shopping. I may run some errands. I mean, I just love to take off. I may read a book in a park. I may do any number of things, favorite food for sure, on my birthday. But the rest of my gravestone can't be completed because we don't know my death date yet. But listen, what I said today about Diana, and I first heard this when Walter Payton died, a famous Chicago Bears running back. The Reverend Jesse Jackson did Walter Payton's funeral. This is years ago. And he talked about this dash story, that really what life is about, because on all of our tombstones are going to be our birth year and our death year, birth year and death year. What will go between that, this dash, that determines the quality of life. This dash, how wide, how deep, how long, the breadth and depth and width of this dash determines your life and my life. I pray that by honoring yourself on your birthday, by taking days off if you work, by getting away on vacation with family or friends, something, taking care of yourself by getting away, and especially on your birthday, is a way of living a full, wide, and very deep dash. And I just wanted to urge you today to think about your birthday, to say to you that I and the church want to know when it is so that we can celebrate it. So I urge you, if you're pretty sure we don't know, email Sheila or MJ right away. Do it now while you're thinking about it. Get down on the keyboard, send your birth date so we can include it in the list. And then I can pray for you and honor you, which is important to me, because my ministry, I really get a lot of joy out of the one-on-one. And this is one way I do it, by wishing you a happy birthday. And then I think generally I'm saying that taking your birthday and days off to get away, to have good self-care, lends itself towards this dash. And may I pray that your dash is wide and deep and very full as you live out your life by honoring yourself, remembering that you are blessed by God, that God loves you, and your birthday is not one to lament and not look forward to and be angry about. Your birth date is because you are special. You are special. It's the day that God created you, and every day, listen, every day God recreates you, loves you, and fills you with hope and joy as you take care of yourself, as God so desperately wants to love us and take care of us. So your midweek moment today, just a note to honor yourself by taking time away especially on your birthday, and to make sure that we at the church have your birth date so I can honor you. I want to pray for you. I want to send you a card. And if you're listening to this and you have a late April, early May birthday, and you're pretty sure you're not on the list, then I want to know who you are. Let's see. I didn't prepare I have the birthday list pretty close by, but I don't have them ready right now. So I'm watching, I'm praying, and I'm praying for you no matter what. But I wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful ending to the month of April. And as we begin May, may it be a blessing to you. Amen.